that.
It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was this, and now...
So did you try to go anywhere? You just been chilling by
I'm
here
sure
the
he's
entire
heard
time.
enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Like Crash Bandicoot with the tiptoe, like super move that he has, walks faster than you.
Hey, Malco.
Oh, now he's like,
Got any
again. You want to kill him
strength
in you want to kill him in a minute and a half.
Not enough to
All
swing
right,
a sword, but to say a few last words.
But this way earlier, but
Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them.
oh, never mind.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die.
Guess I have
Bro,
something
you
to be
see him
thankful for.
attacking you.
Bisak. Always had. Maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Well, the only question that could be asked that particular survivor is, are you actually
Was
this
that
stupid or did you take lessons?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Because obviously, no normal person thinks like that. I may have died and got processed, but that's because I was trying to save somebody else.
Of course.
Well, also,
Seeing
simultaneously,
him,
I actually did
hearing
get a
his
little
voice
bit
again,
down
it makes... But
Goku Black.
it also
He
brings
didn't do
with
a
it an
dang
even
thing
deeper...
except
A deeper pain?
crouch behind some sort of
Why?
for however long. Watching all
Marco
his
was always the
allies
type to
get
put on a
down.
brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years,
Vichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew help, but once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. And that's if I could do it all that way, even there are critical junctures at something.
How do people get views on stuff
Thank
like
you,
Red
Vichama.
Business Universe?
I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once
That's
abyssal
pretty
corrosion
much
enters
it.
the
It's
body,
just
a
schedule,
portion...
also,
Thanks to him,
just
though. You were only
because
briefly exposed.
Not a lot of people even restrain
Slowing your
breakers to
breathing
begin
and
with.
controlling your emotions should help you keep the
There's
symptoms
like
in check.
me and probably like 10 other people. If that.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
And
Anyway,
if this game
we've
keeps
recovered
going
Kachina's ancient name, so we're
the
off
way
to a
it's
great...
going, it keeps going as
and
nosedive.
apologize
One
for
less
destroying
fear
the
for this
spirit
game.
speaker stone.
Because the game
We
really
have no
has
choice, though, so he'll
one
probably
chance left in it.
understand.
It's just next season, because I don't have any
Right?
hope this season. Should not delay a season to add less and lock everything behind special currency.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know
There's
what
an-
you want from me.
Imagine
think you know exactly
they
what I'm trying
say,
to
oh,
say,
see, this
Uncle
is
Wina.
coming. They
I can hear it.
delay it.
Honestly, it's just one thing after
Then
another.
when you go to it,
They're back.
they nerf certain
Koichi?
things like, of course, survivors
What are
they
you
can't
doing
dodge
here?
like that. So you
Don't
fight
play
someone like
dumb
Broly,
with your
you're
own
screwed.
sister. You know
Everything in the
exactly
shop costs
why
like
I'm
particular
here. My
amount of
apologies, everyone.
currency
I just
called
need to borrow Tosca for a few minutes.
TP
Come
tokens,
with
which of
me.
course you pay for. More so, not in the PlayStation Store, which
Only
can range from
just
like
a
$50
moment.
to $60. And the thing is, there is no pity system in this
Who
game.
is that?
There is no, oh, you didn't get what
Koichi,
you wanted this time, well, you can get it
Jessica's
next time.
younger sister.
Now, this is
Although
a
the two aren't actually
$30
related
game
by blood, it's
that-
kind of a long story. It's not really my story
it
to
pretty
tell,
much
but
wants you to
I
spend
guess it's not a
hundreds
secret.
of dollars
You see,
to get a single,
Chaska was actually
like,
raised
character,
by... She was afflicted
or a
with
single
strength
skill in
of
this
will.
game.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine.
Well,
Ah, I remember
Both
those days.
Xenoverse and
One of
Breakers
those fights
have
was definitely
literally
with me,
had me defending
but,
them a lot
you
more
know,
often
kids.
than not.
You're
Which is
fighting one
ridiculous,
minute and your friend's the
because
next.
they have $92 season passes.
Eventually,
and
she
that's
found a way to
unforgivable.
rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she's still
Even with the
argues
game
with
level kind of like
Koichi,
you said, even then, when they
though.
get in
Don't
a
siblings
complaint about
usually
something,
stop
they do
fighting when
fix
they
it.
get older?
Dragon Ball's like, oh, we're
That's
hearing you
partly
complaining
my
about
fault.
this, or you want this type of clothes.
Koichi asked me
Well,
to
too
stop
bad.
Chaska
Here's
from
what you're gonna
doing
get.
anything
Though.
dangerous.
It'll be something that
but
nobody
you
even
probably
prepares
know
for.
by now. Once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no
And
changing
Rocky
it.
do it again because it love giving faraway maps.
I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the
I
Night
don't know
Kingdom.
what it is about this game. They love me in Rocky
Chaska even
Field.
said that wasn't like
I
you.
hate this map.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time
This
you're
is
my
literally
age,
the
you
UFO
couldn't
map.
attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I
Like,
can understand where
I
Koichi's
literally see
coming
Draco's
from.
spaceship more in
In
this
the
map
end,
than the other map.
nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
And yeah, the algorithm also helps to look at the particular thing.
All right, it's just the two of us now.
Discord.
You
Like,
have 1
I guess
minute
the
to
algorithm
explain
wasn't my
yourself.
favorite, or nobody really talked about
I
it.
don't
when
have
I was,
anything to say.
doing the photo mode
You
videos.
don't have to
Guys,
approve,
like
but
23K
you
videos.
should know I only
That
do
videos.
what's
Like
necessary.
23K views
That
in a
attitude is
short
exactly
period
the
of time.
problem.
And I
It's
actually
like
do
you
like there's a
don't
lot of people
care.
that also
You try to
went
sneak off to the Night
that
Kingdom
kind of
behind my back and then
thing
play it
to,
down as if it's
stop.
just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Oh, wait a minute. This is the team
Again
I
with
was
the
like earlier.
excuses.
I remember because we were former Sky.
We
Because you were
agreed,
posing when we
didn't
beat the
we?
Raider up.
There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something
That guy
urgent,
is
you
literally
can only
doing the
engage
sort of
in level
full
2
evil.
danger and below. You can
Why don't we
only
have
go
like
up to
Emerson
level
Cena
3
versus?
if
Like,
the
all we got is
situation
like
is
cross
so
versus stuff.
dire
Nobody
there's
cares about that.
absolutely no
The only
alternative.
time I even go on cross versus is when there's a
Trip
festival
to the
universe
Night
involved.
Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what
What's up,
is.
man?
And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
I'll read that comment.
I
I'm asking
knew
when I get a
it.
chance.
So he did try to say
Just this
something,
version
but
of
you
Baby needs to be
didn't
focused.
listen.
And
This is important.
pretty much.
If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
Like, you need to
don't
be
know that.
where every
I'm
survivor
a doctor, and I handle logistics.
like this
If you're going
guy
to
over
waltz
here.
into a dangerous
Or
situation
sword
where you
running
could
around
lose control at any
Draco's
moment,
spaceship.
it's my duty to say
The
something.
exact kind of
All
that
right,
of BS I
whatever.
was talking about earlier.
Anything else?
You. What do you
Everybody
mean,
loves that
anything
acting skill.
else?
I
Why
bet
don't you
you,
reflect
I bet
on
you
what
because
you've
nerds
done
all of a
and
sudden everything
promise
like,
me
oh,
you'll
that
stay
rough flying
put?
Nimbus now.
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then, you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
How do you know?
I can't leave her there to
How
die.
do you know where I am?
That's not who I am.
But the person you become when you lose
Unless you have
control,
X-ray
that's
vision like the
also not
Superman,
who
there's
you
no way
are.
you knew where I was.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in that land, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say?
Hey, as well.
I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Well, they probably keep rushing again. Thought about it. Which means obviously somebody has flying Nimbus.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
There's probably a civilian over here.
It's
Easy.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but
Thank you.
anytime. All right, according to Kinich,
If only Tone Gift.
It might be in a few more pieces.
Huh? I see. Still, Lali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. Stay safe out there in the Night King.
Because you picked them up. Again, when I picked them up, I didn't need to be directly on them because it wouldn't give me enough energy. Yeah, I got him too. Space truck as usual.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble. But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still,
What the? Oh,
all
no,
you need to
no.
do is focus on your goal. You can leave the
They're never gonna
complicated
cheat me like
matters to
that.
me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's
There's
behalf.
no way they're gonna
There's
stick me
limit
into a
to what
force. I
can
can't get to
accomplish,
nobody.
But I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
I refuse to let that happen.
I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included.
Radar again?
Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's
This game is
ancient name,
really like, if I had
let's
already
go
blown
track
my
it
area
down.
prior to that, I
Follow
would
me.
literally be screwed right now. Because the game is trying to invent ways for me to lose this thing. Like sticking me into the floor as the raider. They probably already have other Dragon Balls too, that's the thing.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Wow. I've never
They might be
seen this
checking
place
it for me.
before.
Check.
There's so many things in here.
It looks
Oh,
like there are
cool.
items from every tribe.
Don't have all of them yet.
Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
All right, we'll have a look. Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
I don't know where.
It must have
I know for
belonged
a
to the
fact they
people
all
of
got
the
sunk
springs.
away.
That's right.
I know
It
it's coming.
belongs to a
Everybody's over there at
legendary
E
fisherman
stuff.
named
B.
Matavaru.
Right,
I have
hiding
his
in the
entire
water.
set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish,
Why
but
did him?
sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave—
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Oh, how far did that
Maybe
get
we
you?
can go head-to-head sometime.
Every fight, I told you, this is the Jacko
powder still needs
spaceship,
some
man.
time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
Really pay attention at times.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and he would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
I didn't rank up like I wanted to. Because...
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation. And experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
This is gonna be a pre-made now. I just got a match right here. You know it's gonna be full. How many theorists are in this match? There's at least 4 of them. Oh, now
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
You know, another far we met. I'll be done as Raider.
Am I hallucinating again?
After this match, regardless of how it goes.
Kachina, are you okay?
Get the Raider after like 3 or 4 matches.
I'm not seeing things
no matches.
Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
Here was a comment I missed.
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
Let me read what I missed, because there's a couple things on YouTube that I missed.
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong.
Yeah, again,
the Wyab is being affected by the Abyss.
Whatever MK11
I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and almost killed me.
And trilogy.
The Wyatt saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help.
25 characters in the game, everybody choosing the
The
same
Night
5
Kingdom
characters.
has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me.
No, I didn't.
I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home.
He broke his best too.
Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
Anything here?
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Yeah, no.
This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just
3 million feet away from this
feel
building.
bad for creating more work for her.
You know what?
I'll go with them too, Archon.
I'm trying to think
The
this
more
guy's much
people,
finer.
the stronger the party. Thank you
Otherwise,
so
they would've
much
already
for your
said
help.
what
Now
the
that
power
I've
is
lost
fine.
my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support.
No imagine
But I
mind
can still
dictates
keep an eye on the
that
Eon-san. I know it's
ability to
unlikely,
find
but if
it.
you encounter a situation you can't handle,
Just
That
like that.
won't happen.
I hope not.
Oh, please. Oh, wait. Yep. The leg's not working or something, baby? The legs just stopped working on him. Here. I feel like I missed this video. It's very obvious. I'm pushing right. Like maybe like it's like he doesn't want to do any of this stuff. This point, I don't think this is wants to win this match.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like...
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization, ruled by humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again. So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like that?
It's the pre-adventure excitement.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We will...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Maybe it was a good thing.
Those guys look familiar.
I didn't want to camp area, believe me. I hate doing that.
Let's go.
So if I get a message that I was area camper, then by all means, I'll actually take it at this time. Because I was most definitely keeping a close eye on that area.
Spring forth! Do your work! Teamwork is tricky! Into the shadows.
Just look, he's a bigger area, but I doubt. Never mind. They picked the guy. I need a high tail at the D.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Ready. Hear my prayer. Hunt them down. Loaded. Shoot.
Got somebody. No.
Ready.
No, it's gonna look me. That hit you.
We shall! Teamwork is true!
A little bit of convenient lag, don't you think, buddy?
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
That lag was getting a little bit too convenient later on that match. Like they knew they didn't have it in to fight me one-on-one, so they wanted to rely on lag to escape.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told
And,
us
and it
about.
got blue.
The one ripped open by the Abyss.
I'll probably
Yes.
have flipped that the next time.
There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar,
It's likely going to be
yet also foreign.
the third time in a row.
We
it's not
actually
going to-
have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up.
That was just straightforward. I literally hit him with that freaking reverse shot, and all of a sudden it was just like,
Hey! You don't have to
no,
drag
he's able to
Paimon!
improvise
You're
and
pulling too
change
hard!
missile.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
I'm probably going to end it right here.
It
I don't
looks
need
so
to do a 10
different
summon.
from what
Right,
that
though.
overflow of
I
energy
already
is
said
probably
that
what trapped Kachina
whatever
From this point forward,
5-star gets first is
everything
what
we
they
know
end
about
up
the
with,
real world no
17.
longer applies.
Paimon's more worried
So I'll
about how
probably
we're
wait
gonna
a
make it
couple
out.
weeks
We
for
obviously
staying
can't go back
for
the way
the
we
season.
came.
Do you see
It'll
that
probably
patch of
be-
light on the ground? It's shining down
He
from
might
that
be
fissure in the
even
sky.
less-
Oh yeah,
He might be
right in
worse
front of
than,
us.
some
So
of
that's
these people.
coming
He might
from
have
up
that
there?
fucking issue.
Just like I said, our real
Keep
world
left,
knowledge
left.
doesn't apply if this was the real world.
We can finish break.
That's it?
Yeah, keep last thing. But I will end it. I'm going to take
Right,
points.
right. We still got a job.
Me.
That means all we need to do is
Before I
find
do that,
Kachina.
Exactly.
Let me
This
see a little
light-
bit.
Yeah, these flute
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Okay. I don't think I see people like this
Yes.
card today.
I'm Vichama's friend, Malco.
It's always
I was
it's
completely
always
lost to this realm until
green,
I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me.
purple and red.
It's like it was seeking
Never
me
blue.
out, attempting to reassemble the
Very-
pieces
very
of who I
rarely
used to
gold.
be. Of course, I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect
All
form.
right.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit
So,
Speaker stone
as
hadn't
usual,
become
what you
corrupted by
want.
the Abyss,
Take me to the net.
we could have done much
Gonna
more,
click the Discord link.
but
So
we
if
had
you
to
want
destroy
that,
it.
and feel
Otherwise,
like you
Vichama
like
and his tribe would have been in
And on that
danger.
note, I will see you guys
Of
next time.
course. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Loaded. Time to testify.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina! Honey? Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's...
Spring forth! Hear my dread! I'm going in! Into the shadows. A sharpshooter.
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got... Had a girl. You did...
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Y-Up with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the...
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Y-Up of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Y-Up. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Y-Up can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Y-Up can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the Y-Up to suffer. It's protected me this whole...
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What? Nothing. Just a...
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for two.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way. So we...
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly... So go!
Thank you for
You're a true... Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Y-Up! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Y-Up?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny self could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worry, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now. No, the power of the Abyss is intoxicating. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the... That is the tragedy of your ancient... The Pyro... Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you,
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. But you also couldn't...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back the power lies not but in our commitment to uphold...
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many in Nat...
Oh, man.
Hear the inferno!
Amazing!
Let's shred, Sharky!
Right here!
Get there!
what he gets for
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so unbelievably happy. I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable! Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayub. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision of Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Abyss. Anything that happened 500 years ago? Nothing to smoke. Something back here.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayub first. Okay, that should be enough. Wayub? Wayub? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day,
I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
That's what she's the